Hello everybody, it's me, GhostCritic, and I'm back once again with my comic book Christmas countdown, where I am now at number 4 in my top 10 favourite issue ones of 2016. We're back at Image Comics, and it's Kill or Be Killed. Whenever Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips and Elizabeth Breitweiser turn out another new number 1, look, why are you not picking it up? Because it's always a surefire winner. You've got all the criminal books and their one-shots that they kind of do every year. You've had Fatale, which kind of threw like loads of occult nonsense at you through the decades. Then you had the kind of seedy, dark underbelly of 40s Hollywood in The Fade Out. But here we come to a much more recent time, and Brubaker, Phillips and Breitweiser take on a more of a dark thriller with maybe a touch of supernatural involved in this, though we haven't kind of absolutely put the stamp on that as true. Because what we focus on our main character, Dylan, who isn't having the best of lives, and he decides one day just to kill himself. He's going to throw himself off the roof of his apartment building, and he does somehow end up surviving this great big fall that he has. And then things start happening. He starts seeing visions, hears voices, this strange demon perhaps, and basically what this demon or voice in his head is trying to tell him is that to live, because he's kind of granted him survival from the fall that when he was trying to commit suicide, if he wants to keep living now, then he has to kill someone to keep living. And so this character Dylan has to kind of turn to a sort of vigilantism, because he's trying to pick out people who he considers are not that they're not worthy to live, but perhaps that they're bad people. They're not bringing a kind of a positive energy to the universe, I guess. As always with these books from this team, it's incredibly character driven, and I like that about my books. But don't be shy of reading this if you're wanting some action or suspense, because there's plenty of that too. It's incredibly violent at times, very kind of in your face. It's physical violence. It's not particularly, kind of guns, machine guns and all that kind of stuff. It's very kind of physical in parts. The artwork on this book is, as always, astounding. I particularly like, and they do use it a lot, but I don't mind, I particularly like these kind of pages, and it kind of harkens back to like the covers of Black Science and the covers of like Rick Remender's new book 7 to Eternity. It has that kind of 60s, 70s pulp book covers feels, and I don't mind this kind of, you could always say, empty space where they're just writing on here. It just has some sort of visual appeal to me that I really enjoy. But obviously the art by Sean Phillips is always pure quality, and then added on top of that, Elizabeth Breitweiser's gorgeous colours that just make a great thing to look at. Even these kind of snowy scenes in the town, it just looks so real and so authentic. The atmosphere it exudes is just perfect. This team just never put a step wrong in my book. There have been, I can't even remember how many issues of this has been, so there might be a trade of this out by now. So if you did miss out on this book, or perhaps you dropped off it, God knows why you would do that, but go back, go pick up a trade and just dive into this dark and yet again this dark underbelly of American society. Spot on.